Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the tactics I used last weekend league to get 2 rank 1s. I used it on old gen on this team, the Road to Glory, and on new gen on my pay to win account. So it's been tried and tested on both versions of the game. I'm going to talk you through the tactic, talk you through the type of players you want in it, and talk you through each instruction, the different parts of the tactic, and how you could maybe adjust it based on your playstyle and your team. We are looking at the 5-2-1-2. In my opinion, my favourite 3 formations in the game right now, no particular order, are the 4-2-2-2, the 4-2-3-1, and the 5-2-1-2. If I ever post a tactics video, it'll mean it's because I like the tactic or formation, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's my favourite. This one, though, is in one of my top 3 favourites. I've made some adjustments, and I think it's a really good formation and tactic to actually use in Weekend League for a variety of reasons. I apologise for not uploading the last couple of days. There was a really bad sickness bug going around my house. I've been in bed most of the time for the last few days. I did, stupidly probably, but some reason, got up at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning on Monday to play Weekend League on my Road to Glory, and went 19-0 and then quit the last game just to get my rewards quicker. And yeah, even when I was really ill, I was able to hit an easy rank 1 with these tactics. So they're tried and tested. Let's get into it, boys. Are you looking to improve at FIFA? Then Underdog Gaming is the place to be. Underdog Gaming is run by me, Zelonius, and Jambu, another FIFA pro, who have been full-time content creators and pro players for the last 6 years, hitting Elite Division and Top 100 with ease every single year. We've got lots of different tiers catered to what you want, from all the way from entry-level access to a big community Discord full of people all looking to improve and get better at the game, weekly articles and videos with exclusive tips and guides and tutorials, follow backs on Twitter where you can DM us and get full access to us, coaching sessions, gameplay analysis. We'll be doing a spreadsheet which will be updated throughout the year with all the OP meta players. If you want to improve at FIFA and you're serious about taking your game to the next level, Underdog Gaming is the place to be. You can find the Patreon by going to patreon.com/underdoggaming or check the link that's in the description of this video. I look forward to seeing you guys there. So we've got one variation of it here. I don't use it as the more aggressive tactic. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you'll know that I have 4 setups. The defensive and attacking ones are the ones that I use most. The defensive one in any formation or custom tactic video that I do is always the one that I'm going to use most. This is what I start in. I always switch to this at the start of a game. So whatever formation I'm testing, that will always be in the defensive one. The attacking, I always go to press after possession loss. It's just a bit more aggressive than what my defensive one will be. The defensive one, it's rarely ever a defensive type of formation or tactic, because I don't think playing really defensive FIFA for the majority of the game is ever going to help you. I don't think it makes you get better. But yeah, for the attacking one, that's why I'll switch to if I'm maybe a goal or 2 down and there's still a fair bit left. I switch to the ultra attacking if I'm losing a game by 3 or more, or I'm 2 or even 1 or more down with 30 minutes to go, because stamina doesn't get drained too much and the press is crazy. And then I might switch to this one if I'm really struggling against the press. If you want to see all those tactics explained, do go check out my full custom tactics set video. But for this video, we're going in depth on the 5-2-1-2, the updates that I've made to it. I'm not going to be showing clips in this because I didn't stream my weekend leagues properly because I've been ill. You can see video, if you go look at my previous 5-2-1-2, though, I do show how to use the formation in game. How to play and attack in the formation is no different. There's just a few tweaks I've made to it. So, the 5-2-1-2. The players you need in it. Keeper, obviously, doesn't really matter. Just get a good keeper. That suits your chemistry. You want to put your slowest, biggest centre-back in the middle. The middle centre-back is the one who's least likely to have to deal with through balls. The only weakness, really, or there's 2 weaknesses to this formation. The biggest weakness comes that to counter-attack in this formation is not the best. I think counter-attacking is really good on FIFA 23 in some formations. The 4-3-2-1 right now, by the way, is really good. Doesn't suit how I like to play, but a lot of pros really like it. It's a really good counter-attacking formation with the chip through balls on this game. And one of the big reasons for that is it's got 3 men straight to go up front, 2 of them are out wide. In this formation, the only real width in the attack comes from the wing backs. And the wing backs, when you're defending, are sat deep, So when you counter-attack, they don't get up quick enough. So your counter's not good in this formation. But what is really good in this formation is you have, when you keep the ball a bit and build up a bit slow, which kind of suits how I like to play for the most part, you can keep the ball really well. You have so many options, but then when you lose it, you get countered because you don't have any fullbacks. Normally, most formations have a flat back four, so you've got fullbacks to cover the wing. So you want your quicker centre-backs to be at left or right centre-back so they can cover out wide, vice versa. The middle centre-back, you still want him to be decent pace and be fine to deal with the chip through balls, but it's not as vital in that position. Most of the time, you're going to struggle to set up with 3 actual centre-backs, so you generally want a full-back who can play at wing-back and a full-back who can play at centre-back. Kyle Walker or Dumfries are perfect for this, but in this Road to Glory team, Ferland Mendy fits the bill well. Your wing-backs, you ideally want a right footer at right wing-back and a left footer at left wing-back. I just didn't have that in this team. I wanted Marino in the middle and Dembele. I'm not wasting him at wing-back when he's got 5-star, 5-star. The type of players you want on old gen are very different. On old gen, I'm using Ousmane Dembele. On new gen, I'd rather use Erling Haaland. It's just how the games play. But yeah, the wing-backs are pretty similar on both versions. On old gen, it's not as big a deal, but on new gen, you would want to ideally have players with the lengthy archetype. Because lengthy players at wing back are going to have a lot of space to run into, so they're really useful. On my pay to win team, I use Perisic and Zaha out wide who get lengthy. The midfield, you want one centre mid who can be more creative and attacking. In this team, it's Dirk Kuyt. I want to upgrade him next. I've got like 800k on this team. Who could I upgrade him with? Marquisio would be an obvious one, but I feel like he's not the best value, especially with the World Cup coming. I think heroes might drop a bit. Marino is the stay back midfielder. He's like the destroyer. Still very good. You want midfielders who are fairly well rounded, but yeah, that's how I set that up. The cam, he doesn't need to be quite as quick. Same on new gen. On new gen, I use Ribery in there, who's not lengthy. You can put a Hunter on him to get him to 99 pace, but he's a controlled archetype. You want the middle cam though to be good at passing and very well rounded. On new gen, you want the strikers to be big, physical, and fast. On old gen, good dribblers, 5-star skills, weak foot is more important. The actual tactics though. This is one of the main adjustments I've been making. I've now started to play more 72 depth. I've got better at switching and defending in general. The auto offside traps do work quite well. I do in Elite Division, when I'm playing those, switch to 60 depth and balanced. When I'm playing against people more at my skill level. For Weekend League, for me, it works really well using this type of tactic. A lot of you will find this works really well. Some of you might even want to do press after possession loss, which is quite OP. It just leaves you a bit more vulnerable. But you do have 5 back to help you be a bit more safer. Press and heavy touch is basically just a middle ground between balanced and press after possession loss. But it's what I've been running for now. In like the 4-2-2 that I run, I'm normally on balanced 60 depth now. Width, I have it fairly low. You can go a bit higher though because you have 3 centre-backs. The depth is for the auto offside traps. The build-up play, in my default tactics, I'm pretty much always on balanced and direct passing now. It just is the best combo for me. Direct passing pins teams back, gives you lots of great options, allows you to have more space to build up, and balance just seems the most well-rounded. Width, I have on 60, draws players out wide, and then this formation has lots of space in the middle that when you've got players out wide. Corners free, free kicks 1. There's not too much thought process to that, it just works. The strikers I have on stay forward. I've experimented with getting behind. I just think it makes players too one-dimensional. Quite a few pros use getting behind, but that's because they've mastered and just spam the chip through balls, and it works for them. It's not how I want to play. For the cam, you can go and come back on defense, but I do think it drains the stamina a little bit. I have basic and get into the box. If I just cam with really good stamina, I might come back on defense, but it does hurt the counter a little bit. For the left centre mid here, I have him on stay back, cover centre. If I have a left footer centre mid, I want him at left centre mid for the Travellas across goal. If I have a right foot, I'll have him there. In my pay to win account, I have Hullet and Yaya Toure. So that sums up how good that team is. Yaya's this one. He doesn't have the Travellas on there, but he's the worst going forward, so he stay back. Hullet's obviously the perfect marauding creative midfielder. For all of the defenders I have stay back in terms of the centre backs. The wing backs, this is key. Join the attack overlap. I do find step up can be pretty good, but I'm kind of to and fro with it. I'm not 100% on it. It can be good, but it sometimes leaves you caught out. So use it at your own risk. It can give you some dominant wins, but it can also screw you up a bit. But yeah, that's the tactic. It's really good. The main strengths of it, like I say, keeping the ball's really good. You have lots of options in the middle. That triangle between the cam and 2 strikers is really good. The width you get is really nice. 5 back, when they don't counter you, when you get your team behind the ball, it's amazing. It's a very hard formation to break down. I really like it, but it does have some weaknesses the more I've started to use it. I think it's a bit better on old gen, this formation, just because I think having a triangle of cam and 2 strikers is better because there's more space, but it's good on new gen and old gen. Tried and tested on both. I think German pros, this is their favourite formation at the moment. I do appreciate you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.